we're just going to go through your top 10 things that you did before we started recording. This is in order that they occurred, I think.
Oh, okay.
Lego Doctor Who.
Ah. Yeah, Doctor Who was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was...
It was Liz's 21st birthday party. So things that start with L.
That's right. And we went Lego.
Lego.
And then you were a massive Whovian?
Whovian, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the golden era of Doctor Who. It was...
Yeah. So yeah, so that was kind of fun. That was, yeah, grabbing a heap of styrofoam. Like, you know, we're lucky that's because we made it and we got the stickers printed out, which made it a lot easier.
A bit more expensive, I suppose, too.
Yeah, but at least it made it so much easier. But the fun part and the hardest part was just trying to do the sonic screwdriver.
Yeah.
And trying to make that as close as possible to what the
Remember
actual...
you spending evenings just looking at it on your phone, sitting in the laundry,
sketching.
carving styrofoam. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
You did
Didn't
a
look
really
anything
good
like
job.
it. But
No, you did a really good job.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. And then, oh yeah, that's right.
It went down really well.
Yeah, and then I let you do your hair, and then you used like how many cans of expanding foam?
We don't need to tell that story.
And then it's so heavy. So that was kind of fun.
Back at the old place.
Yeah, the septic system was backing up. It had tree roots going through everything. That's because the transpiration pit runs right down the side of 2 cabbage gums and then goes, well, there was actually a stringy bark tree in there also, and then that ran to a gum tree right at the end there. So of course there's going to be roots around the place everywhere.
Yeah.
So then we had to go through there, and that was a big week.
It was huge, actually.
Like, you know, we had the digger in there, and then I had to hand dig part of it also.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
You know, getting the drops
It was the
right.
weekend with the digger.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I remember standing out there with your mum, doing our little foreman part, and literally just went inside, and then one of the branches fell off the gums. Went down right where your mum and I were standing in front of your ute.
Yeah, landed on the ute.
Yeah.
Smashed the windscreen.
Very lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
For the wedding,
Oh, yeah.
we started making gardens out there, all these different garden beds. You made a dance floor, a water feature, the bridge over the garden.
Well,
we did
and
so
then,
many
and then
things.
the whole thing there was that we went crazy and we bought all the trees there.
We planted so
the
many
timeline.
lily pillies,
Which
and
was
they
so
sat
annoying.
back
That's
and
because
did
we went,
nothing.
here's Lily Pillies Express. You know, you can see them growing like 2 foot a year or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we planted them, and then the Marias,
They did so
they quadrupled and thick.
The best thing about working on that garden for our wedding is when it came to our own place, we had so much experience and so much more knowledge.
Trial and error. Well, like, you know, it's just the whole thing with our hedge line that we put in.
Yeah.
And we went, cool, no problem. We really want Marias and Grevilleas. The dance floor was a surprise for you. Was that Christmas?
It was my Christmas gift from you.
Why was that? Where were you? That I kind of kept it hidden.
You told me not to come out in the backyard. And then the arbour, you repurposed.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was just sitting there. So it was our swing set as when we were kids. Well, when myself and my brothers were kids. I think we did move it. That's because it wasn't sitting just in the right spot.
No.
Yeah, so we
It
moved
was
it.
down where the cubby house used to be.
It was too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, we did move that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we moved it to where
Painted it.
we kind of wanted it.
Sort of Ross guarded it up and then planted.
Did we paint it?
Yeah, it was green.
No, it was always green.
No,
I think I just
do another coat.
I think I just went through and welded on all the mesh so that
sure
the actually.
we had to paint it all.
Well, maybe I did. I
Yeah,
can't
because
remember.
it was.
Because I welded on all the mesh for the honeysuckle to grow up over it. So yeah, so that was good.
It was. That leads us into point number 4, which is the garden.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See?
I thought you were going to say it's just like the mulching.
Yeah, to paint the picture of where we started. You know, your parents had this beautiful property with lots of trees and.
No, I think Mum had 2 gardens.
2 gardens, yeah. And then there was.
A contour bank.
Yeah. So we used that. We turned that into a big garden bed. And we mulched everything. We were getting free mulch from the dump, picking it up ourselves, shoveling it in, shoveling it out. We spent all our weekends just moving mulch day in, day out.
I think the first one we had, we did 5 loads in a weekend. What did we do that? We did that for like nearly 6 months straight.
Yeah, that was our weekends for 6 months. We made friends with a guy on the Weybridge.
Yeah, no, he was nice.
He was lovely.
Good lesson was that, hey, you can get free mulch from the tip. Bad lesson was that it comes with rubbish in it, as in we've got that horrible weed.
Yeah, it'd be all through the place now. So be warned about tip mulch.
Free mulch is not good mulch. Not all the time.
And I think we looked at it as a bonus in that we could be sinking all that money into hiring a venue, or we could put that money into making our own venue. And that own venue was at Chris's parents' place.
That's my daddy.
So instead of putting that money into someone else, we were putting that money into building value for the family.
Yeah.
Was the thought process. So
yeah, and making something that was lasting. Well, kind of lasting. Like you know, it's. I guess it's the whole thing, just making your mark and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and I guess
I would really like to go back and have a look at it.
Yeah. Ava's house when we moved
Ah,
here.
moving here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first thing we did. Ava had this little run that you purchased, and she lived in that in our old place. It was small, and she'd go out and sleep in it at night and come inside during the day when we were home.
Attached to the front door with a cat flap, so she could come and go.
And then
we just lock
eventually
her
it
out.
moved down.
Yeah, and that's right. And then it moved down. Yeah.
So we could actually use our
Use the
veranda
front
and the
door,
front
yeah.
door again. Yeah, so when we moved here, it was out under the pergola. And we wanted to do something a bit more comfortable for everyone. And there was a little 3x3, is it?
Mm.
The design was half of it would become a potting shed for me, and the other half would be Ava's run. And you and your dad did an amazing job building a little add-on cover area, extending it out.
Extending it out.
Yeah.
To make it a little bit wider. Which was,
Paving
I
it up.
think we kind of limited ourselves then because we were limited by the length of iron that we had. That's because otherwise we had to buy new iron.
Yeah, so it was again a repurposed project.
Yeah.
You bought AstroTurf.
Oh yeah, we did buy the AstroTurf for that. Kitchen, yeah.
So
that's right.
one of the very first things we did was
So, yeah, what happened that weekend, Buck?
remove our kitchen.
We-
So I had some photos to collect, and the kitchen place there was having a sale.
I will pop in, have a look, get an idea for price.
Yeah.
That's because we're going like we want to do it at some stage, but it wasn't going to be anytime soon.
And then Buggerlogs here bought a kitchen.
Yeah.
So Chris ripped it out himself, and the kitchen actually became his workbench in his shed, so that was really handy. And then, they came in and installed.
Yeah.
So
And then I had homework every night. That's because the guy that installed it was there going like, cool, no problem, I need you to do this, this, this. And it was like, right, no problem. Did that homework. That was the fun things you can do before you have kids. You can actually do stuff at night time.
And we living.
We had it all in the lounge room here. We had the dining table and all
I had
that.
to do the dishes in the laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. We were sick of it by the end.
Yeah.
It was a really horrible week.
Yeah, it was painful.
Yeah.
And then it took like a month before we finalised on the tiles.
Yeah, I
For the
think.
splashback.
Yeah, it was a little bit longer. And then one of our friends was kind enough to show me how to tile, and he did tile for us. But I feel like I could give that a go on something that's not as obvious on a splashback. So that was a nice thing to learn.
I want to get the laundry done.
So very thankful
Sorry,
for your patience
certainly.
if you ever watch this.
Yeah.
My library was the next big project. So
Which I didn't do too much on.
yeah, you and your dad did, and
I didn't do
that
too
was
much.
the good thing.
mainly Dad.
My desk and the existing bookshelf on top of it, my dad had already built for me.
Yeah.
Gosh, when I was in high school, he kindly built that, and I wanted, wasn't really we, but I wanted my library to match in with that bookshelf and desk. So Papa and you did an amazing job doing that.
That's because wasn't it when we got this place, you're there going like, I want a library.
That was one thing I've always wanted.
Yeah.
So it's been a really beautiful space to have when you're working from home.
Sorry.
When you're editing.
You weren't allowed to look at it, were you?
No, I wasn't able to look for the compiling of them. I was there to
help
see
put
the
the shelves.
stain and cut the shelves and all that sort of thing, but you guys
Not
really
actually,
did the bulk of it,
yeah.
and I wasn't allowed to see them until they were brought in and put in. It was really nice. And there's still a little bit of work to be done in the library. There's a little side shelf in the design by the window and a window seat to be made, but there's just so many other projects on the go, and the room's functional as it is. Then you did your framed picture for your parents.
It's just as a
It was a little gift to them when they
memento.
left,
Yeah.
which worked out really well.
Yeah, Clem did the photo for us.
Chris made this beautiful frame and engraved the inscription.
The timber was from GM.
Now it's displayed in their new office.
Yep. Was it Lord and Lady? Yeah, you wanted a fire pit.
Who doesn't want a fire pit,
Yeah.
really?
It's been there for at least 5 years now, and we used it 5 times.
No, we've used it
6
At
times.
least 6.
You gotta wait. You just gotta wait for nice weather, as in, like, you don't want it too windy because, yeah.
I think the thing was too, where we lived, we did have fires.
Yeah.
And
used to have fires all the
that
time.
was part of keeping control of everything. So it's like, you're going to miss it. You need to have a fire pit because you're walking away from that kind of lifestyle.
Yep.
It's really nostalgic. And you did an amazing job. You repurposed an old wagon wheel, got some bricks in and...
Bricks, and then, get some... it took me ages to find some high temperature glue to actually glue everything together.
Then your dad made the lid for it.
Yeah, made the cover for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, that was pretty good, actually.
It's lovely to have. And yeah, the last project, I think, before we started filming everything was the pergola.
Oh yeah, we did take a couple of photos though, didn't we?
Yeah, because I think that was on the cusp of, hey, we're actually really starting to
change a lot of
things. Whatever it was made out of, it was like sitting under a microwave. It was so hot that we really did need something to make it a bit cooler and a bit more palatable in summer.
Yeah.
And again, you and your dad.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think that's at least our top 10 projects before we started filming.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's because, Baby Gate was the other cool one. Baby Gate? Not
Baby
Gate.
Fence.
Baby Fence.
Keep the kids away from the TV, still in use.
Yeah.
It's really handy.
We've been lucky to be able to do a lot of the stuff. So yeah.
We have been.
So
we are lucky.
Yeah.
Let's go cover the game now. Let's go cover the game now, Daddy.